Hi everybody, it's Alan with Hiking the Second Half of Life. Today I wanted to talk to you about the pack that I chose to use last year when I started hiking and what I like about it. It's the Granite Gear Crown 260 liter bag. Before I get started though, I wanted to kind of give a shout out to some of the Ohio YouTubers who I got to see present and meet last weekend here in Columbus at Endeavor. REI had a presentation with 4 YouTubers who have channels here in Ohio, and they were able to give some insight about their experiences, things they like, and some of the gear they like. It was the Schill Brothers from SBOutoors, Tim Watson from Tim Watson Outdoors, and Josh Ebersole from his own channel. He's also known as Subaru Josh. They did a great job presenting. It was very nice meeting them. Also in attendance was Lance from the Outlan channel. I wanted to also say hello to him. I got a chance to talk to him. He didn't present, but he was there, and it was nice meeting him. Anyway, they did a great job. I'm going to put a link to their channels in the description. I think you all should check them out. They do a great job. They have some really cool insights. They've gone to some cool places. So just a quick shout out to those guys. Thanks for everything. It was awesome to be part of that community. Anyway, I want to talk to you today about the pack that I chose. Last year at this time was when I really kind of made the decision to go into backpacking. And obviously I had to start looking into the big 3. So I did some research. Fortunately, there's an REI here in town, and it made it easy for me to try on packs. They had 3 packs originally there that I tried on. One that I almost bought, but in doing a little more legwork, I decided I wanted to try this pack out. The three that I tried out were the Osprey Exos 48 liter, the Osprey Atmos 65 liter, and the Deuter Air Contact 55 plus 10 liter. I actually almost pulled the trigger on the Deuter. It was really comfortable, but it was almost 6 pounds, and that was something that I had in the back of my mind. Of those, that was by far and away the pack that felt most comfortable to me. So without buying it, I wanted to do a little more research because I want to be conscientious. I'm not going to be a lightweight or ultralight backpacker, but I guess I wanted to lean toward more, if I'm going to be anywhere, it's closer to lightweight. I wanted to keep my pack weight at 30 pounds or less. So after doing some research, I got a lot of good reviews for this pack, the Granite Gear Crown 260 liter. Fortunately, REI had it online, so I was able to ship it to the Columbus store and try it on there. In addition, they had a 20% sale, so I was able to get a discount on it. I really liked the pack when I tried it on. I was able to be fitted by REI and walked around the store for about 25 minutes, loaded up with like 25 pounds on my back, and it still felt comfortable. So I pulled the trigger and bought it. So today I want to kind of go over some of the specs about the pack and some of the things that I like. A few things to know about this pack is that Granite Gear actually sells them in 3 sizes. They have a short torso pack, a regular torso pack, and a long torso pack. I was able to be fitted for the long torso pack. I'm a little under 6 feet tall. I actually have somewhat short legs, but I have a long torso. So I took a whim on ordering the long torso one, and then when I got fitted at REI, it was the right choice to make. Depending on the size of the pack, the weights vary differently, and the short torso is for anybody from 15 to 18 inch torso length, and it weighs in just around at 2 pounds or 0.90 kilograms. The regular torso is 18 to 21 inches, and that's 2.12 pounds or 0.96 kilograms. And then the long torso here is 21 to 25 inch torso, and it weighs in at 2.25 pounds or 1 kilogram. Again, this is not including the weight of the lid. That adds a little bit more. This pack itself weighs in right around 2.5 pounds when empty. I can honestly say this pack is water resistant. I've had it in the rain a bunch. I've never gotten any water inside of it, and it really kind of, the water, I won't say it's water repellent, but it's more water resistant. It's not Dyneema where it rolls off. It kind of does hold a little bit of water, but not a ton. But I've been in the rain a bunch, and I've never had any of my stuff get wet. Now they do have the lid that comes with it and 2 front pockets on the belt that the zippers are treated, but I can honestly say that you do get some moisture in through the zippers on both the lid and the pockets. In fact, when I have my phone with me, if I have it with me, I'll put a it in a baggie if it's raining and stick it in one of these pockets to keep it dry. A few other factors is this belt itself is adjustable. So being a bigger guy, I want to make sure that I don't have any problems having it fit on me. You actually can take it out and it's Velcro and it'll adjust to the size you need. I know some thru hikers that said if they'd lost weight along the way that it was nice that they didn't have to get a new belt, they could adjust the existing belt. Also, it does come with these big pockets that I like myself. I know some backpackers don't like the pockets. I really enjoy them. I'm able to hold a lot of stuff in them. I'm able to hold bug spray, snacks. I got a little pocket knife that I keep in there. Things that I want easy access to. Again, like I said, if it's raining, I'll stick my phone in there. So not a bad thing at all. Again, I talked about the lid. It's removable. That's one thing that some backpackers don't want to have the lid. I like to have it, but I can go without it too. The one thing with me with the lid, I usually keep, it's a good size. I'll keep maps in here. I'll have them in bags. I'll keep my extra pair of glasses. I'll keep my headlamp in there, and my first aid kit. And sometimes I'll put my trash. I'll either put my trash in here or put it in the big back pocket in the back so it's not in the pack itself. The shoulder straps themselves are very comfortable. I really have no problem with them adjusting. They never rub. I've never had any issues with chafing with regard to the shoulders. The hip belts hold most of the weight when you distribute the weight. That's what I like about having the hip belts. Another thing that's nice about this pack is it is a roll top. The roll top does keep everything pretty much dry. I do put a trash compactor bag in the pack myself to keep a little extra protection for the stuff I don't want to get wet. But what I normally do is I'll keep things that I don't mind getting wet on top of even that. But I've never had any problem with any water getting inside the pack. The other thing about this pack is that it's got a lot of belts along the side that you can really cinch down the sides. It can press the pack down really well. If you need to carry something else on the outside, sometimes I have my camp shoes on a carabiner, and that will be able to just hang from one of those straps on the back. So I really like the ease of use. I like how deep this pocket is. Like I said, it holds a lot of stuff. And I'm able to pretty much unload it and load it pretty easily. Now the inside of the pack does allow you to put a bladder inside. I don't use a bladder system, but there's room to put one in and then bring the tube out through here. Again, it's not something I need. I usually use smart water bottles. The one downside, and I'll talk about the negatives in a minute, is that I can't get to my smart water bottles too easily. But overall, it's pretty nice. The other thing about this is the frame is removable. If you really wanted to make this a frameless pack, you could. It has this, I want to give the correct name on this, the Vapor Current Mark II frame. It's holds up it helps support up to 35-pound max weight, but if you took it out, you could definitely make this a frameless pack. Or for the most part, a frameless pack. So it is kind of nice to have this feature in the backpack. I'll talk about a few things that I won't say I don't like about them, but things about the pack that I wish that were different. First of all, and I know this change has been made, Massdrop worked with Granite Gear on a pack that they distribute, but it's hard to get to the smart water bottles when they're in these side pockets. I don't have a lot of range of motion anyway, but my build and my lack of flexibility, but it's really difficult to get the bottle in and out. And they hold the bottles in really well. I have remedied this. I got a smart water bottle holder from Justin Anderson. I know some people have bought, and I know this is my favorite piece of gear, or one of them, is this smart water bottle holder. It makes it so easy to get my water in and out. I'll be able to drink all day without having to put the pack down. Now the downside is once this is empty, I've got to put the pack down, grab a full bottle out of the back, and throw it in here. But again, it's not something that's end of the world. It just would be nice if I could just reach around and then replace them. But thanks, Justin Anderson, again. He sells these online. I think he has an Etsy account. I know I got these from the backpacker gear flea market on Facebook. Justin turned it around. I think I got it in less than a couple weeks. And it was a reasonably priced, and this is, again, a lifesaver as far as I'm concerned if you're out there hiking. Another thing that I'm not a fan of, it does have a mesh back here, and it says it's supposed to help absorb the sweat or keep the sweat off your back. I'm a big guy, sweat a lot anyway, and I can tell you that unlike some of the ARC backpacks, the ARC Hall or the Osprey packs that actually have the ARC and keeps it away from your back, this does rub against your back. It doesn't hurt, but it does get your back sweaty. So I would say the only good thing is maybe this mesh keeps from having full compression in here, because it's got some grooves in here. But I wouldn't say that it's something that you're going to be sweat free, or at least you're not going to have a lot of ventilation in your back, which I kind of wish I did. But again, something that not everything's perfect. I'm not a fan of the load lifters. They're not really easy to adjust. I figure they should be easier, but when they're on my back, they're not that great to adjust. I don't need to. I have it dialed in pretty good anyway, but I wish they were easier to adjust. With regard to the pockets, they're great, but they've already lost kind of a little bit of their tautness. They're a little loose up top. I wish they were a little tighter. Again, remedied by being able to cinch them together, and you can fit a lot in there. So that that's what you have with the Give. But I wish it was wish they would have kept their tautness just a little bit. Other than that, I really like this pack. It's something for the price. It's great. I know it's even. I think it's dropped in price. It's durable. Like I said, it's water resistant. I really like the pack. And the one nice thing for me is it's got a 35-pound load weight. So it kind of forces me into the lighter weight category. I know there was Devin from Backcountry Exposure had done a thing on lightweight and ultralight packs, and he didn't mention this pack, and I actually commented to him, and he referred back. He said, yeah, he would consider this a good lightweight pack. He just didn't like the hip belt, so that's why he didn't make his list. But I really enjoy it. I think that if you're going to get into backpacking and you're worried about keeping your load weight down, but you don't want to go ultralight, or you really just can't. You don't know what you don't want to go that sparse, in my opinion, starting out. Maybe in a year I'll change my opinion on that, but for me, I wanted to make sure I had everything I needed without worrying about trying to get everything in my pack, and this pack did a great job. So I can't say enough good things about this pack. I wanted to review it for a long time. I just didn't get around to getting it set up. Now I finally have. Plus, with backpacking season getting around the corner, I'm getting geared up, ready to go. But I can't say enough good things about the Crown, the Granite Gear Crown 2 60-liter bag. I definitely would suggest you look into it and try it out. I'm not getting sponsored by Granite Gear at all. I've never even done anything other than follow them on Instagram. But a lot of good things about this company I've heard. I'm impressed with their approach to things. I know they're big on saving the boundary waters. They're in Minnesota, so I really am impressed with what they're doing with conservation of the boundary waters. I also know they do a lot of trail cleanups. They have people that are ambassadors. I can't remember the name of them, but they actually go around and clean up trash all throughout the summer at different trails throughout the country. So thank you for your time. I appreciate everything you've done. Please like and subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get better at this YouTube thing. I really actually like doing it now. Before it was just more for me documenting my channel, but now I'm getting caught up in communicating with people in the community just online via little remarks, and it's neat to have them respond back. So thanks for your time. Have a great day. Winter's almost over for us 3-season backpackers, so hopefully by March I'll be actually getting out on the trail and doing it overnight. Thanks again. Have a great one.